Carolina now 2 times in a row getting Coach K at the 2 most important moments of his farewell tour, I think will be remembered and is more important in that rivalry for Carolina fans than even if they win the national title later tonight. Because if you really think about it, right, we all have teams we hate, whether it's in baseball, whether it's in college basketball, college football, the NFL. Every single team we root for, there's always one rival, or there's always one team maybe even we as fans just disdain, just completely hate. For me, in football, being a Penn State fan, it's Michigan. God, do I hate Michigan. In baseball, I'm a huge Mets fan. I hate the Phillies. I just despise the Phillies. That is one team that the Mets cannot beat up enough. So there's always that one team that you just hate, where anytime your team plays them, the game means a little more. It's a little bigger. The stakes are a little higher in those games. And for now, if you are a Carolina fan, what you and your team were just able to accomplish on Saturday night, I think is fan heaven. Fan heaven. Because what Carolina gained on Saturday was the ultimate bragging rights for the rest of time. For the rest of time, Carolina now will always kind of have the trump card. Carolina will always have, yeah, but. Carolina will always have a one-up on Duke. Forget about most wins. Forget about national titles. Forget about even the rivalry itself. North Carolina now will always, no matter what Duke fans want to say, no matter what Duke fans want to, do, no matter what Duke does on the basketball court going forward, Carolina will always have the fact now that they beat Coach K in his final game in Cameron Indoor, and they sent Coach K home packing. They prevented the fairy tale ending from happening. They ruined what was shaping up to be a storybook ending for Coach K. And Carolina ended the career of Coach K. And so with that rivalry, that heated rivalry going back and forth, right? Fans talking a lot of junk to each other. What can Duke fans honestly say? Sitting here, what can they say to Carolina fans where Carolina won't be able to dunk on them by saying, well, we beat Coach K not once but twice, send him home. Remember, your 2 lowest moments of Coach K's final season were what? Losing at home in his final game with all the pomp and circumstance, all the attention surrounding it, and then, beating him in the tournament, meeting him in the Final Four in the first time these 2 rivals met up in the tournament in history and sent Coach K home packing for the final time of his career. What more could Duke fans say to kind of counteract that, to fight back? There's nothing. The 2 worst moments of Duke's season came at the hands of Carolina. And when you look back at Coach K's career, when you look back at Coach K's this season especially, you are always going to be remembering how Carolina ruined it not once but twice. That is what, I don't know about you, that is what every fan lives and dies for. I would kill to be able to have those bragging rights over one of the teams that I hate and one of the teams that is rivals to mine. Because now you always, in any argument, always have the upper hand. Always. Now you look at it, right? Carolina themselves has a long history of success. Different coaches, right? Roy Williams and Dean Smith, right? They have obviously 6 national titles. Carolina has a lot of history with more than just one coach. Where you look at Duke, Coach K is Duke. Coach K built up that program, made Duke as relevant as it is. Obviously, won all 5 national titles that are at the university. For Duke, they are Coach K. Coach K is Duke. Duke is Coach K. So for your hated rival to send the legend of your university, if you are Duke, off in misery twice, there is nothing more that Duke can do or say that trumps that. And that is why this win is so important. Not only is what every fan dreams of and having those ultimate bragging rights, again, it is history. I think it's even bigger than winning a national title tonight. Like, we just kind of hit it on before, but let's dive into it a little bit more. You look at Carolina's basketball history. They are one of the most successful programs, obviously, in all of college basketball. So winning a national title tonight, look, I'm not trying to tell you it doesn't mean anything. It's huge. It's absolutely huge.